Hey, what's going on, everyone? We are back to BMW videos. So, did you know BMW has a rust policy? Yep, that's right. I didn't believe it at first when I first read it, but BMW has a very, very good rust policy for people who are looking to buy cars that may live in, say, Canada or a place that gets cold. You know, I'm here in New York and it's freezing up here, and people think I'm crazy for driving this car in the snow. If you haven't seen my video of me driving the BMW in the snow, go check it out. Because it's kind of a big deal, you know. Everybody wonders, can you really drive one of these things in the snow, and how does it hold up during the winter? You know, is it gonna, you know, everybody's like, why spend the money if it's gonna rust out? Well, obviously BMW has thought about that, and they have put in a rust warranty or rust policy on all their vehicles. I'll kind of give you a little breakdown on how it goes. Pretty much the gist of it is 12 years, unlimited mileage, unlimited owners. All right. Now, of course, there's some stipulations. If you get a rock chip and you didn't get it fixed and it starts rusting out, they're not going to fix that. If you got in an accident and it didn't rust out, and it started rusting out after that, they're not going to cover that. If you decided to attempt to do some work yourself and it was rusted out, then they won't cover that. If you, say, like, gotten in an accident and got the car fixed somewhere else other than a BMW and it started rusting out, they might not cover that. There's a lot of things that they're not going to cover, but it basically most of the time it's just rust anyway. The car rusts out. All the cars up here in New York, it looks like they start rusting out after like 5 years, except for like the newer cars. So, but in case you're wondering about this one, because I was wondering myself, you know, typically when it snows and they put all the salt on the road, I will take the thing to a car wash, one of those automated car wash, because I'm sorry, I'm not getting out there with a hand washing bucket at minus 20 degrees. Somebody's lost their freaking marbles. All right, so I'll take it to the automatic one, and the automatics seem to have one that blows water from up to get under your car. So I make sure I take the full amount of time to go through that. That way it gets all the salt and crap off there. But the cool thing about the M3 is a lot of the parts are aluminum. So when I went under the car, what was it, this past year or maybe last year, had an O2 sensor go bad from bad gas. So I got on the car, and the car has all these panels on it. So it's really hard to even see anything, first off. And when I took the main panel off, like I said, everything was aluminum. There was nothing rusted under the car whatsoever. So I was very, very, very impressed by that. And knowing that if it does rust, you know, just by normal rust, I can take it back to BMW. I still got, 4 more years left on mine. So I got plenty, more than enough time, because I'm going to drive this every winter. You know, and if it starts rusting out, so on and so forth, you just take it back and they'll fix it, which is really cool. So, like I said, so that's BMW's rust policy in case anybody is really, really interested. I know a lot of people will keep the car in the garage through the winter. They just drive a beater or something else different through the winter. So a lot of my friends do. But, you know, my other beater is another M3 that literally would be a snowplow because it sits like this far from the ground. So that's kind of out of the question. You know, of course I buy snow tires and everything else too. So, and you know, and I keep the transmission on shift one mode, S1. That's for winter driving. So it's pretty cool. If you don't know how S1 typically works, typically when you're in S1, I guess a certain temperature outside. I really don't know the exact dynamics of how this thing works, but the car will take off in second gear, not first gear. All right, that's pretty much it. But there we go, guys. That is the rust policy through BMW. So if you live in northeastern states or north United States or Canada or any place that just gets freezing cold and snows all winter, you know, if you buy BMW, you're covered. I don't know any other policies, rust policies of any other manufacturers other than BMWs, because that's what I drive. And I just happened to find that on a whim when everybody was joking that my car was going to rust out. So I decided to go online and look for it, and found out that I'm in good hands. And actually everybody was pretty impressed, because I haven't heard that in any other vehicle. I got friends who have 5-6-year-old Ford trucks and they're already starting to rust out. So who knows? Alright guys, but that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, if you did subscribe, let me know if you're going to be driving a M or a BMW and, in a really cold state. I might do a video on the little funky things that happen with the car when you get to like minus 20 degrees. A couple of little weird things start happening to the electronics. It's nothing that never happens when the car's warm at all. Only when it's like minus 15 to minus 25, car starts doing little funky things. Nothing that's really, I guess, endangering. Sorry about that. Nothing that's really gonna kill you or anything like that, but it might just be a little alarming, because it's gonna throw some codes and do this and do that and kick and scream at you sometimes. But I'll explain all that in another video. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, see you later.